John Tukey was born in New Bedford, Massachusetts on June 16, 1915. After realizing Tukey's potential from a young age, his parents, Ralph H. Tukey and Ada M. Tukey, who were both secondary school teachers, decided to homeschool him. His education was aided by the vast selection of journals and books available at the public library in New Bedford. Tukey did not begin formal education until he reached college. He eventually earned a bachelor's degree in mathematics and a master's degree in chemistry at Brown University. Tukey then went on to Princeton University, where he initially sought to expand his knowledge of chemistry. Faced with limited opportunities, Tukey changed career paths and earned MA and PhD degrees in mathematics instead. During his graduate experience at Princeton University, Tukey interacted with several statisticians involved with the Fire Control Research Office, which dealt with arms in World War II. This was the reason why advancements in statistics was so sought after during Tukey's time. They wanted to apply mathematics to ballistics, gun and artillery control, range finding, and calculating leads for moving targets. Tukey then went on to fulfill a variety of careers, serving as the director of the newly founded Statistics Research Group at Princeton University, the first head of the Department of Statistics at Princeton University, and a senior position in the Department of Statistics and Data Analysis at the AT&T Bell Laboratories, eventually earning the S.S. Wilkes Award of the American Statistical Association in 1965, the U.S. National Medal of Science in 1973, and the Medal of Honor from the Institute of Electronic and Electrical Engineers in 1982.
Ooh, I'm so excited about all my awards! Wow!
Through Tukey's hard work, he made a great deal of contributions to the field of statistics.
Some of the statistical concepts Tukey contributed that we are more familiar with include the box and whisker plot and stem and leaf diagram. He originally designed these as contribution to a major research movement in graphical methods for data analysis to aid in war efforts, as mentioned before. Box and whisker plots remain a very popular method of displaying the 5-number summary of a set of data, and is especially useful in determining the skewness of a data set. The stem and leaf diagram provide yet another visual representation of data, thus conveying information about shape and making it easy to make a 5-number summary as well. They both offer a great and quick graphical examination and thus are useful in presenting data in an easy-to-understand way.
One of his largest contributions to more advanced statistics was his creation of techniques to estimate spectra of time series. Time series are basically just a set of data points graphed or listed in chronological order, and the spectra of a time series is basically finding out how to turn a dataset and re-identify it as a sum of sine and cosine functions. This is vastly important towards many regression algorithms and is one of the most widely used data analysis methods, used in geophysics, astronomy, engineering, and more ever since its first creation. Perhaps his most important work was into the Fourier transformations. A Fourier transformation is basically a way of breaking down a signal into its basic components or changing its x values to another units. John Tukey invented one such algorithm, dubbed the Cooley-Tukey FFT algorithm, in order to more quickly break down signal waves into their basic components. At the time, he was told his work would be used to determine the periodicity of a 3D crystal of helium-3. However, it was actually used to detect nuclear tests in the Soviet Union through seismology waves. This algorithm is now one of the most widely used fast Fourier transformation algorithms in the world and is crucial to many functions, especially within the realm of computer science, with items such as analog to digital converters. However, not all his contributions had to do with fancy math stuff or formulas. He also talked a lot about the limitation of mathematical statistics, the importance for statisticians to not become guardians of proven truth, and for the intense training of statisticians. He also made a few of his own tests, one of which included the Tukey range test. This test is used after the ANOVA test in order to tell which specific groups have different means, making it essential for modern-day statisticians. He was also one of the first statisticians to apply a concept called projection pursuit, which is a method of analyzing high-dimensional data and attempting to reveal interesting statistical structures in the data. This is especially essential to the topic of big data, where data sets often have numerous different dimensions and finding correlations between variables can be difficult, such as in the healthcare field. Since the role of Fourier transformations in the statistical analysis of time series is so important, let's return to take a closer look.
Essentially, the Fourier transform is giving us the workings behind complex signals. This has amazing real-life applications. We can understand how earthquakes hit buildings, and this will let us investigate earthquake-proofing different structures. The Fourier transform can filter out signals all around us, so we can listen to the exact radio station or TV channel we want. The Fourier transform can also help with music recognition and sound editing.
John Tukey died on July 26, 2000, but his legacy lives on in the world of statistics.
Did you know that John Tukey contributed to more than just statistics? He also designed election polls for NBC, criticized Alfred C. Kinsley's research on sexual behavior, and warned that aerosol spray cans can destroy the ozone layer. What an amazing guy.